Well, hi Pisces. Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So, if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. For Pisces, what can you expect coming up, and any advice? As always, welcome. For Pisces, any advice? What's coming up for Pisces? Okay, I don't know. Do we have 9 cards? I need more. I put them down in the same order. They come out of the deck. Well, you're moving forward. The 6 of Swords surround your entire reading. I still need one more card for the first part of this reading for Pisces. And there it is. Okay. The overall energy, 6 of Swords. You are moving forward. You're moving away from rocky waters. And you're moving towards smoother, calmer, more peaceful waters. And along the way, you're picking up all these swords of truth and clarity, and that's what's getting you there. It takes some work. This boat's being pushed by a pole, but you're doing it and you're getting there. That surrounds your whole reading. That's what this is about. Up in your highest energy, I have the 7 of Pentacles. You've been waiting. Oh, God. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting for a secure, stable, solid, committed relationship, to be grounded with someone. It's like you're losing hope. See that? That bush has budded, but it just doesn't never blossom. So, these are the 2 strongest energies in your whole reading right here. So it probably feels like you're at a standstill, nothing's ever going to happen. Well, what you don't know probably is you are moving forward. You are moving away from all this waiting and almost giving up hope. You are getting there, and it's because things are coming to you. You got truth, you got clarity, and this makes you stronger, and you're getting to the other side of that lake. That's where your relationship is. That's where what you've been waiting for is. I have the Judgment card right next to the 7 of Pentacles, right above the 6 of Swords. The Judgment card, wow, your guardian angels are all around you. And they're blowing this horn down on you. It's your judgment. It's your spiritual lesson. You're waking up to it. That's what all this truth and clarity is helping you do, is waking up to some sort of spiritual lesson. Maybe it's that you have control over what happens in your life. You know, maybe I don't know what it is. Sometimes I can see what the spiritual lesson is. But so far, all I know is you've been waiting for this to have a grounded and solid relationship that's committed. So it's coming in. Actually, what you've been waiting for is on the other side of that lake, and you're getting there. This is the other thing that you're waiting for and that you've been wanting. This is the Hierophant. This is the card for Taurus, by the way, so Taurus might be strong in your chart or someone else is around this reading. But with the Hierophant, this is about security, stability, groundedness. This is what you've been waiting for. It's very spiritual. It's about marriage. Yeah, commitment. That's what's on the other side of that lake. So yeah, it takes some work. This is not the slowest card in the deck, but it's pretty slow. Okay? That's why you're like, ugh, I'm still waiting. Ugh. So I got the Wheel of Fortune under the 7 of Pentacles. And it is right next to the 6 of Swords. This is the universe. The universe is involved. That wheel is turning, and it's always for the better. Wheel of for the better. And you can feel it pulling, pushing, whispering in your ear. You're making decisions that you may not even know why you're making them, but the universe is involved. So not only your guardian angels and spirit guides, but the universe. So in learning a spiritual lesson, you're always rewarded, and I think that's what's going on, is you're getting it. You're waking up to this spiritual lesson, and then the universe kicks in and says, okay, it's time for your reward. And then on the other side of the 6 of Swords and under the Hierophant, where you're moving closer and closer to, this is this could be a reunion with someone from the past, or you're going to meet somebody at a happy gathering of sorts, a party, a club, a concert, somewhere where people are having fun. So that's where you're headed, and you're headed to a much more joyful life. Under the Wheel of Fortune, I have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is picking up those swords. You got the 6 in the middle, the 5 down here under the Wheel of Fortune, and this is what's helping you move forward, those swords of truth and clarity. There's a couple energies fading off in the background here. You're letting something go so that you can move forward. That is part of your spiritual lesson. And only you know what that is. If this is your reading, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone. So if it doesn't, you want to check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from someone that you trust. Right next to the Five of Swords is the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. And this is under the 6 of Swords. You want that offer of security and stability? It's out there. It's on the other side of the lake, I keep telling you. You got the Hierophant up here. You've been waiting for these pentacles, and here it is. It's coming in. You have waited a very, very long time, but you're doing it. You're doing the work to bring it in. This is right under the 3 of Cups. So a long-awaited, it's either a reunion or meeting somebody at a happy gathering of sorts. There's your pentacle. It looks like the horse is standing still. No wonder you're just so bored waiting. This is the slowest energy in the whole deck, the Knight of Pentacles. The horse has one foot barely in front of the other. It is moving, barely, and it is bringing that pentacle. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's take out the second half of this reading. For Pisces, please. For Pisces. What else? What else do we need to know? Oh, you've had some things holding you back. I can see that already from, this is part of your spiritual lesson that's coming out. I almost bent that card. Got to be gentler. Hard sometimes. Oh, okay. This is about your spiritual lesson, a lot of it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I have the Death card here. The card for Scorpio. Scorpio might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the energy of this card, and up on your highest energy line, the end of the old, the beginning of the new. It's a card of transformation. You've learned your spiritual lesson. You've transformed your way of thinking. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. So it looks like you're leaving the old behind, all that waiting. You're kind of like, I think you're like saying, hey, forget all this waiting. Let me just enjoy life. And then that's when things happen. I have the Page of Wands next to the Death card. Yeah, things are brewing. It's like you're going to make a declaration to yourself. This is what it feels like. It feels like it brews from the bottom of your feet until it finally, like, you tell yourself in the mirror one day, hey, wait a minute. I don't want this kind of life. I want to change everything. I want a fresh start. I want a new beginning, because you're holding that staff right there. And you want to move forward. It's next to the Death card. You want to move forward away from these 7 of Cups, you know. You're tired of these 7 of Cups coming into your life. They never manifest into anything. That all those cups have something in them. It makes love pretty confusing because when you pick a cup, a lot of times you don't know that the cup's already half full of something else. So there's not a lot that they can offer. So, you know, there's confusion there. And you're just like, it's almost like taking charge. You're taking charge of your decisions in your own life. Wow. I have the Magician under the Death card and right next to that 3 of Cups. And this is what's happening, okay? You're moving forward. You're learning your spiritual lesson. And at the same time, because of that, you are manifesting. You're manifesting what it is that you want because you're putting the work into it. And this truth and clarity is really helping you to move forward. You're putting an end to the old waiting, feeling sorry for yourself kind of thing into being more positive and being more outgoing and happier. You're just becoming happier. That attracts them in. So there's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. And you know you have all the tools it takes to make a relationship work. And since you know that, you are manifesting it. And the magician is right next to the of Pentacles, which is right under the Page of Wands. This is part of your declaration to yourself. Yeah, you're not giving up with that Seven of Pentacles. You're not going to say it's never going to happen anymore, because I think you were really down on, it ever happening. You just pick yourself up. It's like getting back on the horse, okay? So this is the Pentacles: security, stability, groundedness. This is union between two people. There's extended family, pets, and there's also a child tucked down here. This of Pentacles is what you declare that you are holding out for, someone who's grounded, secure, and stable. But you're not going to just hang around and wait. You're going to go out there and have fun. And during all this fun that you're having, this is how this new person comes in. Somebody is definitely coming in for you because they have a pentacle. Now, I have the Nine of Wands next to the Pentacles and under the Seven of Cups. Those Seven of Cups have really worn you out to a frazzle. I mean, it's like you've been dragged through the mud. Actually, that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings is just holding you up. I mean, you're not really holding it up anymore, and you just feel worn out, at your wits' end. And you're looking at the Pentacles because you keep having hope in these cups, one of these Seven of Cups, that it will turn into the Pentacles. And it just wasn't happening. But you're seeing everything for what it is. You're learning how to pick the right cups. You're learning from your experience, and you're deciding not to let it hold you back, because as long as it's holding you back, you will never go forward. I have the Six of Wands under the Magician and next to the Knight of Pentacles. This is the card for success in love. You're manifesting success in love. I knew that. I could see that because we had the Hierophant here, the Three of Cups, we had the Ace of Pentacles, we had the Wheel of Fortune, we had the Six of Swords. You are definitely moving towards success in love. And all these wands coming up here in the background, these are people celebrating your union with somebody. It's like they're going to start calling you by your name and whoever you're with's name. It's not like just calling you by your name anymore. So that right there, that can symbolize engagement. Very strong success in love card right next to the Knight of Pentacles too. You're manifesting it. The Magician's saying, hey, it's pointing at the Four of Cups. And so the Four of Cups, this is all about, don't reach for any old cup that comes along. There's a lot of cups out there, okay? So it's like, you're going to be careful. You're going to look for the right one to come along and not just, jump on any old cup anymore. It's like, you've learned a huge lesson. But, it took all this being worn out. It took these past relationships and all this waiting to bring you to this place where you're much more strong. You're much more, how shall I put it? You're much more aware of the decisions that you're making. And it's like you figure out that it's your decisions, not theirs, that had you waiting all this time for the right relationship. So you're just going to go out, have fun, and it happens, and you manifest. These are the last two cards. Goodbye, toxic energy. See the devil waving goodbye? Goodbye. And, these relationships with the Seven of Cups here, they have brought toxic energy into your life, and they've ended up hurting you. You've got swords. You've had third parties probably, or third energies that come in and destroy relationships because the other party lets them. This Devil card is a card for Capricorn only because of the horns, okay? But goodbye to this energy. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Good things are happening. Let me take out an angel card for you. It can be advice, or it can be something entirely different from the reading that they want you to hear. Okay, let's see. What is it? What is it for you, Pisces? What else do you need to know or hear in here? It's the Seven of Emotion. I'm going to read this card to you. Your angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. It's likely you know which choice you should make, but you're procrastinating so you don't upset someone else. Huh. Ask Kevin for guidance and then make the choice that celebrates who you truly are. And I think this is what you do in part of your enlightenment is like, hey, wait a minute. Instead of letting these past cups of love be energy, let's forget about them and move forward and just enjoy life. And then things happen. So, wow, Pisces, this is your reading. And thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.